think my cat wants a broken plugin? No, she doesn't. Tell him. See? I told you.
That's why you need the auction house plugin that I'm talking about today. I've had this plugin for I don't know how long, because I can't figure out how to find that information on Spigot, but a long time. And I'm telling you, this plugin has always worked. This plugin was updated to support 1.20.4 in December. Since then, it has had 6 updates. 6. If you don't understand the amount of support on this plugin, I don't know what you will understand, because that's crazy. That's crazy. Nobody releases updates as frequently as this. Anyways, you get the point. You get the point? All right, enough with that. Let's hop into Minecraft. All right, guys, now we're in game. And if you don't know what an auction house plugin is, if you do /AH, it pulls up the auction house. And in here would be players' items that they list. Let me show you guys an example. Let me go into my house right here. And as you can see, I've been farming a lot of carrots. If I go ahead and grab a stack of carrots and I do /AH sell, and usually with most auction house plugins, you would have to do sell and then the price that you want for the item. With this one, you just do AH sell, press enter, and now you can see that you have the option to do a buy it now item. So you would set a price and the person pays that price, or you could do an auction item. For this one, I'll just do an auction item on these carrots. I'll put these bad boys in. Sure, I want a buyout price. So I'll go ahead and set that to $100. And then I'll set the starting bid to $10, and the increment price, we'll just leave that at $1. That's fine. So now if somebody wants to buy this off me, it'll be $100, but the current price is $10 and they can bid on it. If after the 7 days they put the most amount of money, they would keep the item. So now I can go ahead and list the item, and you'll see it right here, and it's slowly counting down. Now I can left click to bid, or I can right click to buy it now. So I'll left click, but what does that say? It says you cannot bid on your own item. Well, that kind of stinks for reviewing this plugin, or does it? If I do /AH settings, that allows me to open up a GUI for the config. And if I go in here and I go under auction settings, I can go under the purchase section, and right here, owner can purchase own item, owner can bid on own item, and owner can fulfill own request. So I could turn all of these on. Now, if I do /AH, it'll open this up, and I could left click to bid, and I'll just do the default amount. So this will be the smallest amount available. And then the current price is $10. I'll confirm the bid, and it increased to $11. So you could do it like that. You could also right click, and then it'll pay the $100, and now I got my carrots. And if you want to just set a buy it now price, you could do AH sell, buy it now, drop that in there, and then set the price, and then list the item, and now it's in there for $100. Now, if you list something and it's not selling and it's been a while and you're ready to remove it from there, you can go under your auctions right here in the bottom left. You could see right here are the carrots. Left click to cancel the listing. I could left click there, go to the previous page, go to the collection bin, and there's the carrots. I just left click that, gives me my carrots back, and I could be back on my way. Now, say you want to list something that is enchanted, maybe like a wooden sword that has a few enchants on it. So I got a wooden sword right here, and I can go ahead and do AH sell, and I could do a buy it now price for, say, $1, because it's just a wooden sword. Sure, I'll put that in there. And there's also filter options, so you can sort through. So if I grab some blocks, let's say some oak stairs, and I sell these for, say, $50. And just take, for example, let's say that this is completely full. There's no way to really sort through here. You can left click right here, and you could sort through all the different categories, and you can see all the different things. And you could also see your own self listings, but this is kind of annoying to sort through all these. So let's say we reset that. I'll press Q, and let's see if there's something in the config. So if I do AH settings, and I go into config.yml, and then I go into auction settings, and then I go to the next page, you'll see right here on the bottom is use separate filter menu. I'll turn that on. Now, if I do /AH and I click on that, it now brings up a menu where I can see all the different categories. So I can search by blocks, or I can search by weapons. Or if I specifically want a wooden sword, then I can search wood, and there's the wooden sword. And then I can purchase it for $1. Now I got myself a $1 wooden sword. I'm sure this would be a great weapon to defend myself. And also, if you're thinking, this auction house looks disgusting, I hate how it looks, you can also go into AH settings, and you can go under GUI, and you could change all of the items for every single action. And then also the filler item. So I'll change the filler item, for example, here. I'll look for a light gray glass, which is right here, and then I'll grab the light gray glass pane. Now, if I go back and I leave the config, you'll also see that it automatically saved. You don't have to reload the plugin at all. It'll automatically reload for you. And I do /AH again, and it opens it up. Now you can see it's completely empty. So if I sell this sword again, let's say I want to do a bit of a markup. Like I want to flip this item. So I'll sell it for 100, and then I could list the item. Now you can see that it looks a lot more clean because I put in those light gray panes. So you can change this to be whatever you want to look however you want, and it's extremely customizable. I would recommend going through the config by yourself because it would take me forever to do that. But anyway, the point being, this is an extremely polished plugin, and the creator of this plugin is constantly updating it. So basically, if you're looking for a shop plugin and you don't want player shops with chests or any of that monkey junk, and you just want an auction house like a lot of big SMP servers have, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It has never disappointed me. The developer is very active and always pushing out updates. If you want polished plugins, then I would recommend this one. And you know what else I'd recommend? The sponsor of this video, Songoda. Songoda is a marketplace that pretty much covers everything your server should need. Here's their website. If I go under Ultimate, all these plugins are free to download. The Epic plugins is more of their game-changing features, but there are some really cool ones there. I would really recommend Epic Automators. Go ahead and check out my other video on Epic Automators. It's really, really cool. And I also have a few videos on their Ultimate lineup as well. Thank you, Songoda, for sponsoring this video. And yes, you did time travel into the future, but I got a light. Right here, you can see the auction house plugin. This plugin page is very well organized. If you scroll down here, you can see all the GIFs for different features that he's showing. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there'll be a documentation page. If you click on that documentation page, he has a nice wiki here where you can see the plugin page again, but on the left, you can go to commands and permissions. And this is where all the permissions are going to be. So the main important ones are going to be here to this section here. These are the ones that you're going to want to give to your default players. Everything else below that is all admin commands, so you don't really need to give everybody that unless you're crazy, then go for it. And he also has the plugin files, so you can look at the configuration file, what it looks like by default. If you end up screwing everything up, then that's perfectly fine. You can copy this in. But yeah, a really polished plugin.